How's it guys, and welcome to this little short getting to grips brought to you by Godox SA and Golden Power batteries. So we're going to do a whole lot of little short videos, especially around the speed lights and your triggers. So we're going to show you how to connect your trigger to your speed light. Then that will open up a whole new window of opportunities on how you're actually going to light up your subjects. So let's get started. Okay, so we have a trigger and we have a speed light. So if I turn on my flash, now the first screen that actually comes up will be the screen which would actually show you, which would be the one where you normally actually have it on top of your camera and you would start using your flash. So there's a couple of things that we're going to be looking at. Firstly, it's this little button on the side. You'll almost see like a Z with two arrows. It's almost like a lightning bolt. That is your wireless connectivity. If I push this, you'll see a screen that actually looks very similar to your actual trigger. So you've got A, B, C and D, but we don't want to go there. We want to click one more time until you see the screen go orange. Now the orange screen here tells you that it's actually in RX mode. You'll see there a little black block saying RX. So that means the flash is ready for receiving a signal from our trigger. So let's put our trigger on. Now there's a couple of things that we actually need to look at here is obviously how the trigger communicates with the speed light. So you'll see on your speed light, you'll see CH9. Now CH9 means it's on channel 9. Then we can actually go across to our trigger and we can see we're definitely in CH9 there. If we need to change this, we can actually then go into your menu setting and you can actually click CH and change your channel to match up with the light. So using your scroll wheel, that is how you do it. Say select. Another option as well is the ID. If you have an ID set on any of your flashes or any of your strobes, then you would need to make sure that you actually select the correct ID that is actually set on your flash. This is one common thing. If you actually do have an ID set on the trigger and you're using another light where there's no ID set on the actual light, then that will cause the trigger not to communicate with your speed light. So just bear that in mind. The actual XPro 2 does actually show and indicate that you have an ID enabled on the actual trigger screen next to the actual channel. So I'm going to select channel A. You'll see there that it gets highlighted. And then I'm going to press the mode button. By pressing the mode button, this will actually give me my TTL setting. Now you can actually change your compensation on your TTL. I'm just going to put it to 0. And you can now see the off has now disappeared from our flash. So that means that we've actually got connectivity between there. So if I push my test button, you'll hear that the actual flash did actually communicate, it did actually fire, and that is in TTL mode. If I now wanted to actually put this to manual, I push the mode button again, it's now in manual mode. 1, 2, 3, there's a third of a stop. 1, 2, 3, 2/3, and then this one will take you up a full stop. So with it actually being in manual mode, I just press the test button again and you can see the actual flash does actually fire. If you need to change your group or your channel, you've got your function buttons down here, which your first function button, this one here, will actually be your group. So I can change that to B. If I now push the test button, it's no longer communicating because my B is actually not on. There's your off on the top of on the back of your flash, and we're still on channel 9. If I change my channel, I can change it to channel 12. If I enabled B, and push the test button, I will not get the flash to actually fire because my channel is actually different on there. So if I want to change my channel to channel 12, I go into my trigger and I will change it to channel 12 and go back to menu, press the test button, and it's firing. If you are wanting to actually take off the ID or assign an ID on your flash, you will go into your menu. You're still in your orange screen, okay? You would then scroll down to ID. You would select, by pushing on the set button in the middle of your dial, you can then actually change your ID here quite easily. Or you can actually switch it off. Okay, so that is how you would change there. You can actually change your channel also in the menu, where I can actually change this back to 9. So set, and go into my menu on my trigger, select it, take it back to 9, set, go back to my menu, and I'm still firing the flash. So that is it. Your trigger is now communicating with your flash, and you are now ready to go absolutely wild on your lighting setups, whether you're in studio or out on location. So that is it, guys. That is how easy it is to actually work with the Godox X wireless system. Being able to know that you're on the right channel. If you do have an ID set, make sure the ID is set in your light as well as your trigger, and that they are the same. Make sure your channels are the same. Make sure your groups are assigned to the ones that your lights are actually on. Another setting that you may need to check, especially in your wireless connectivity on your trigger, is the DIST, distance. If you are working quite close to your speed light, less than a meter away, then set 0 to 30 meters. Or if you are working over a distance to 100 meters, then you would actually select the option 1 to 100 meters. So that is it, guys. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Hope this video has actually helped. I'm Carl Daniels. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.